Hey everybody, it's Thursday morning and hopefully my video works today. Yesterday I tried to do a video and over about 20-30 seconds my camera would stop the video and I'd try it again, it wouldn't work. Tested out while I was in the shower, it ran for that whole time, so hopefully it's working today. Today's shave, and I had a killer shave yesterday too. Today's shave though is the new seasonal scent by Through the Fire Fine Craft. Should be out soon. I got a sample when I got this really cool bowl from one of the groups, North America's Best. Had, little North America in the middle in there. Really cool looking bowl. She also sent along, Maria did, Steel, the soap. And it's got green apple, gingerbread, and vetiver in it. So I've got the sample in my little salsa bowl. I'm going to use my ATTS1 and my Brad Sear Fat Arley. And aftershave, I don't know what I'm going to use yet. Thinking about clean vetiver, but I don't know. I just recently used that, so we'll figure that as it goes. I'm starting loading off the puck already. We'll say this from I've used it already once before. It's not like a super dirty vetiver or anything like that. You don't need to worry about that. My initial impressions of it, you can see right there. I'm not trying to bowl lather, but since I'm in a bowl, it's creating one. It's lathering up extremely easy. I think it's going to be a good complement to other seasonal scents that are out there around this time of year. A lot of them come out like super robust, super seasonal, and it ends up being where you may or may not be able to use that year round. I don't have that problem typically, but some people are like, well, that reminds me of Christmas. I can't really use it any other time, or that reminds me of the fall. It's too cinnamony, we'll say stuff like that. And they decide, well, I can only use it certain periods of time. You're not going to have that problem with this one at all. You get, from what I got from it, I tried using it yesterday, or I used it yesterday, I got a vetiver, but it's not, like I said, not like an uber dirty, type vetiver. And then I also get a tartness, which I'm assuming is the green apple. I don't pick up gingerbread. I'm going for a slicker lather today. So it'll come off a little thin. Yesterday's lather for this was thicker. I'm just experimenting. You can see there's plenty on there. Just playing around with lathers, straight razor shave lathers, seeing how different things respond. I believe, let me quick look at this. Yeah, it is a tallow product. You can see there's a ton of lather on this brush. Yeah, I don't really get a gingerbread smell, but that could also be what's knocking down the vetiver and making it more, I guess, neutral. And a killer 3-pass shave with this yesterday. Exact same setup. Only thing, like I said, I'm going to change is the aftershave. Yesterday I used Fou Fougere. Anybody who's used Through the Fire Fine Craft, their soaps are good. There's no doubt about that. So it's not really a soap review. That's why I didn't mind playing around with the lather a little bit during this one. It's more about the scent today. Because, you know, she makes the Maggards, she makes, you know, various different, I think it's Shave Revolution soaps. You know, there's a whole bunch of lines of soap she makes that all get, you know, great ratings. So I felt comfortable playing around with it a little bit. So I figured nobody would judge it if it was a thinner lather like it is today, or anything like that. Just going for extreme slickness. And once again, it's also kind of a point to prove you don't need a large volume lather to get a protective shave. To me, having a slick soap like I'm using right now is more important than having a huge, you know, thick, you know, big old chunk of lather on my face. As nice as that might feel and look, it's the slickness that to me helps glide across and is what really matters for my shaves. And it was honestly head shaves that taught me that. This does have a very nice face feel to it as I'm going through this. I would say for this soap, obviously I can't predict your allergies and that kind of stuff, but it's not heavily scented, where once again, a lot of the seasonal scents, people that have cinnamon problems or, you know, spicier soap problems kind of have to avoid because they're usually kind of fairly heavy-handed because they're trying to make you think of, you know, an apple pie or, you know, pumpkin pie or something like that where it's got that spices going on into it, and so that can irritate a lot of people's skin. This I don't think you're gonna have a problem with because the more I use it, the more the tartness is coming out, and it's not, once again, it's not a spice soap. So it's kind of, I like that it's a different take on the holidays, you know, and then the winter time. Would I classify it as, is it giving me memories of any of those things? You know, yeah, I can pick up the apple, but it's not like transporting me to Thanksgiving or anything like that. And I don't really think that was the intent. I think if her intent would have been to have done that, she would have gone the more traditional, let me throw all those smells in your face and just blast you with it. It's a very delicately balanced soap. Can't tell if that's thunder out there or if it's an aircraft flying over. Had a great head shave yesterday too. Let me see where I'm at real quick. A little touch up on the neck. Still trying to think what I'm going to use for an aftershave. Cold water. Oh man, that feels nice. Shave feels extremely good. Close to BBS on the neck. Face is on point. I'm going to pause this, start cleaning up, and think of what aftershave I want. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to wet my face real quick. Just a little bit more. You'll understand why in just a second. I kept going back and forth between bombs, splashes, what I wanted to use. I almost went with the Through the Fire Fine Craft Spring Fern, but when I went back to an old tried and true Gingers Garden Suede, I haven't used it in quite a while, and I just really love the consistency of this stuff and how it kind of acts as both. But when I put it on, I always try to remember to put a little extra water on my face. Sometimes it can feel kind of tacky, but I just really dig this scent. I like the little kick of menthol. I just love the way it makes my face feel. Final thoughts on the soap. Honestly, it's a very, very pleasing soap. It's very gentle. It's got, like I said, a very nice scent to it. It's not going to smack you in the face with anything, but it's very pleasing. It's for somebody who might want to, say you're somebody who you're very particular about pairing things. I think it'll work good too because it's not very dominating in any which way. So you can kind of pair it with a lot of things. It's, I guess, more of a neutral because that tartness of the apple is in there. Got that vetiver, and they kind of balance each other out. So I think that allows you to play it where it's not just, wow, here's a splash of, tart green apple. And then you're like, well, what do I pair with that? Or here's this dirty, dirty vetiver. And now you got to find something that complements that. So I think it's very neutral in that sense. It's definitely one that I do dig the scent on. Performance was really good. Tallow, good face feel as well. And like I said, I've used it 2 days in a row, and yesterday my face felt fantastic. I got compliments on how I looked. The smell, obviously, of Fou Fougere got a lot of compliments as well. And just very, very pleased. So check it out, guys. It should be coming out soon. It's got a really cool logo. And I hope you guys enjoy. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.